What's up, you guys? It's Michelle here. Thanks for joining me today and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a couple of patron spreads, so stay tuned for a fun plan with me. Next up is Teresa, and Teresa requested a spread with different shades of purple lilacs, and she also wants the colors purple and yellow, so I found a few yellow flowers to mix in. And I found a girl wearing, well, I didn't find her. I made her on Canva by searching in AI generate images. I just typed in girl wearing lavender and yellow sundress until I found one that I liked that went pretty with this. And I found all of the flowers on Creative Fabrica. I'll be sure to include my Creative Fabrica affiliate link in the description, and I always appreciate your support when you shop through that link at no extra cost to you. And Teresa uses the Kelova Plan dashboard layout. And for boxes, I pulled out the Functionally Chic yellow and purple blooms from Live Love Posh. I'll be sure to include my Live Love Posh link also. You can use code Michelle10 on anything excluding Posh boxes, bundles, or sets. So I made a couple of corner pieces. I thought I would use one of them up here. Just like that. Okay, let's do this here and then another one of our lilac stems. I think I'm going to take that, I'm going to trim that off, but just take that part of the leaf off. Okay, and then let's do this. Right here. And then we'll use the other part of this over here. And that there. We'll do that there. And then a small yellow something here. We'll do this, grab. Okay, so pretty. And then I definitely want to have it over here in this corner also. So let me go ahead and grab my other corner piece. Okay, and then let's get some of the yellow worked in with it. Okay, we'll do it like that. Okay, and then a little bit more yellow. I've got this little scrap here. We'll do that. Put it right there. All right, so let's do a lavender box. Okay, let's do this lightest shade over here. I think I need to get more of this color in here because it looks awfully, you know, like periwinkle. So I'm going to trade out maybe this for something more like that. Okay, like something like this color is more the color of that box, just so it all blends. And I know you said you wanted all different colors, Teresa, but we're just going to get it where it flows. There we go. And we'll do this smaller right here in the yellow. Okay. And let's go ahead and add some lines to that box. Okay. Okay, I want our girl up here, but I think I want to put a box here also, like maybe a double yellow box for her to be standing on. I'm going to put it right here. Okay, and we'll go ahead and add lines to this. Oh, and she looks so pretty standing up there. I'm just going to trim a little bit of this white off the bottom of her shoes. But when I made this on Canva, you can be really specific, like as I said, lavender high-heeled sandals with a striped sundress, and just kept trying things until I found what I liked. That is so pretty. I love it. So let's do maybe a quote here, another box here and here for lots of function. And I know I need a box for Teresa's blood sugar. She monitors that. So let's do a yellow. Do this little bit of a lighter yellow, and I'm going to add lines to it also. And then I just made a little, maybe I'll put that in a lavender box. Let's use this lavender in the, I think this is called Spring Allure. Yes, it's a little bit of a different lavender. our flower out of there. There we go. Days of the week letters here. I'm going to put those right here. Okay, for quotes, I pulled out Black Quotes Volume 3 from Amber Plans Her Day, and you can always use code Michelle10 to save on your Amber Plans Her Day purchases. I love her lettering. These quotes are so pretty. I'm going to use this that says Positive Vibes right here because it just fits perfectly. And then I think I want to add just maybe a couple of small boxes there and then possibly a quote here. Okay, let's use this from the Spring Allure. It's a little bit of a deeper purple right here. Okay, and then we'll use the next size down in this color. Here we go. And we'll layer it off of this. Okay, so let's get a quote right down here. I think I saw one that says, "You got this." That would be perfect. Yeah, here we go. This will be perfect right down here. So we won't be able to do very many quotes over here. I might do one right here. Okay, so I do want to add more flowers. Do that, and one of the yellow, we'll do this larger yellow. Just like that, and let's do another one of our side pieces like that, and then some yellow in between. I definitely want the majority of the flowers to be the lilacs since that's what Teresa requested, but they look so pretty with those pops of yellow. Okay, so let's do we'll do this and this. Okay, I'm going to use this little bit of yellow kind of behind her on the side of this. And let's do a little bit at the top. Now over here, we need some more of that other color purple. Let's definitely get a big lilac piece over here. Just like that. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Let's do this right here. And we'll do this larger piece right here. I like these kind of curving out around her or towards her. And then we'll use the rest of it right here. All right, beautiful. Side is much easier or less, you know, it doesn't take as long to do it. So let's go ahead and knock that out. I think I'm going to do these right here. Okay, and let's find a little quote to go here first. How about sunshine on my mind? That's perfect. The sunny yellow color. There. And let's do the other piece of that. With some of the yellow. So I guess we're just going to border it all the way around because I think that's going to be the prettiest option. I'm going to go ahead and add this up here at the top. A little yellow there. And I'll use one of these leaves in between there and we're all set on our border. And then I just want to add a few boxes, you know, the usual bullet points and stuff like that. I'll do that with a little yellow underneath. And let's do one here in this lighter shade. And down here, let's just do another yellow. Okay, now let's get our black words, flags, and maybe just a little bit more flower action over here. Okay, so over here, let's do this week. In this box, I think I'm going to cut it into two and then use a yellow flag. A mustard color flag there, and then let's do a lavender here. Right here and also here. Okay, let's grab a few bullet points also. Let's do don't forget right here. And over here, let's do important. And to do. And today. Okay, let's get a little leaf action standing right there by her foot. Okay, cute. Okay, and let's add a few bullet points just in the lavender and the yellow. All right, that's going to be Teresa's spread. I think it turned out beautiful. I hope you love it, Teresa. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. All right, next up is Shawn, and Shawn didn't have any special requests, so I want to use this new Summer Love sticker book. It came out this season from Live Love Posh, and you can always use code Michelle10 to save 10% off on your orders on everything excluding boxes, bundles, or sets. But I want to use this group that is so happy and bright. I love it. That's got the lemons and the daisies and like the picnic vibes. I made some quotes on the Cricut. I found several quotes by the same hand lettering artist and kind of took words from different ones, so it really would go with this group. So sunshine, picnics, lemonade, popsicles, and summer. I made that kind of large for the sidebar. Okay, and then I just want to make the rest of it decorative. So let's do this little picnic setup here. Or no, that's a little too wide. We'll do this. We'll use this little daisy to cover up where it says note. And these here. And those little butterflies. Actually, since we have the daisies here, let's do a lemon to give us some more variety. There's already a butterfly on that book. I didn't see that. So I'm going to use these somewhere else. Let's see. Let's do this right here. And that up there. Okay, I love that. It's very fresh and pretty. And then let's also do, let's go ahead and do a border across the bottom. Let's see, I'm going to put this down and then do something there in the middle. We'll do our lemon here. And the rest of it right there. And we'll do that little scrap there just to fill in. Okay, so that is that side. Over on the other side, let's do something a little taller on the end here. Let's do this corner piece. Okay. And we'll do this and these daisies standing up here. This little bunch of yellow flowers to kind of break up all the daisy action. And then we'll do that and another daisy there. let's go ahead and border it at the top too. We'll do this over here. With the rest of it over here. And then let's do this and we'll be done with that side. Okay, now over here, let's do this. Right here. Okay, so pretty. A little bit more here on the end because I'm going to go ahead and border it down this side too. Let's do a little bit of our grapes. Some of the yellow flowers. And the daisy. Okay, here we go. For boxes, I'm pulling out a couple of Kelva Plan books because they've got just a variety of different colors. So I saw this lighter green. It's not super dark. And then there's, I think we'll use the more vibrant yellow though. So I want to use this. Actually, let's use it over here on Friday. I'll just lift up these flowers because I want them to be layered on top of that. Let me go ahead and add some lines to that first. Then we'll put that on. Okay, and let's go ahead and use this green over here. And this here. Okay, and let's do this here that I just trimmed off. And then we'll have this here. With this little green slender box right here. All right, I'm going to stop and draw our lines. So let's add some here. And here. Okay, I'm not going to use one of the girls because Shawn said she tries to stay away from having people in her spreads. So, but I do want to do this picnic setup somewhere. I think I'm going to move this set up because I want to put it right here. Okay, there we go. We'll have that right here. And then let's put right here, we'll do girls just want to have sun. And then I think I will have bullet points in all three of these places. So over here, I think I'm going to put this picnic basket here instead of these flowers. Because I definitely want to use it, but I don't want it to be right across from our other picnic setup. Okay, little yellow flowers to fill in there. Okay, and let's use these yellow and green bullet points. This is in the Happy Planner sticker book, the summer sticker book. Actually, I don't think I'm going to add any there. We'll add some here and over here. That green might be a little too dark. Let me see. It's kind of the color of the leaves, though. Yeah, let's do that just for a little variety in color. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and add this yellow flag here. And a green up here. So I'm going to need to leave some of this open. I think maybe I'll add some flowers coming off this box and leave this kind of open for you to write in, Shawn, since we don't have a box, and I don't want to add lines right next to that. So that's what we'll do. We'll just do part of this. And this here, we need to add some bullet points up here too. Let me move this little box down. There we go. Let's do I was made for sunny days. There. All right, and let's do this quote here that says, "You've got this." Okay, so we're good on quotes. I'm gonna come back and add a few more little fun items. Like these strawberries are so cute. Let's put those kind of coming off that box. And then I'll just leave the rest open in case you need to write something there, Shawn, since we only have this. And let's do this little lemon over here. I think I'm gonna take this quote up and cut it apart so it fills out the space better. Okay, I think that looks better. And then let's add a little butterfly above that. And we'll do the little blue one there. And a little bit of flower action here. And then we'll put the rest over here on this yellow box. I think we're about to wrap it up. We need something cute up here and decorative. Let's do these little sandwiches kind of coming out from under that leaf. Just barely. Okay, cute. Functionally more from Live Love Posh, and use those really simple words in there. I think also let's do this little peach soda can right here. Okay, and then let's just get some black words and we're going to be all set. Let's do to do right here. And how about get it done down here? Okay, and then on this, let's do today. We'll do today right here, and on this, we could do notes. And then let's do this little apple and a little spoon. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe some, I don't know, yogurt or something. Kind of goes with the picnic vibe all the way across the center here. Just want something small to finish it out so you can still have room to write there. All right, y'all, that's going to be Shawn's spread. I think it's so happy and cheerful and bright. I hope you love it too, Shawn, and I hope your summer is getting off to a great start. Thank you guys for hanging out with me while I put these two patron spreads together, and thank you so much to my patrons for your support. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye!